Hi Toby, thanks for your email. I thought I would just do a little video for you and go over your questions, and that's the easiest way I find to explain them. And then that way you've got that video and you can look at it again if you need to as well later on. So for the first question, for question 4, you asked about why the answer is 800 and not 640. I think what you're doing wrong here is this. When you decide on the two triangles that are similar, then you have the small triangle, which has a side of 90, and the vertical side is 160. The second triangle that's going to be similar to that one is going to be this triangle here, whose bottom side, his horizontal side, is 450. And vertical side is x. Now I think you may have used just 360 for this side here. If you set that up as a ratio, you're going to find that you have 160 to 90 equals x to 450, and you will get the 800 answer. Now, one thing that I want you to make sure of when you're doing these questions is that you first prove that you have similar triangles, because you can't set up the ratio without that. So what you would need to do is label the sides of the triangle, or the vertices of your triangle, A, B, C. It makes it easier for you to then say things like angle A equals angle A common. Let me see what else is similar in this case. We have if we put a D here, sorry, that's not blue, there we go. We could say angle AD, oh boy, we didn't label that guy either. Let's put an E up there. So angle ADE equals angle CDE, CBE, and that's given. And the reason it's given is that they're both right angles. And so you have to, the question kind of implies that they're both 90 degrees, because if something's standing up vertically like a lamppost, it has to be 90 degrees to the ground or it will fall down. So therefore, the triangles are similar. So triangle ADE is similar to triangle ACB by angle-angle similarity. That, what I just wrote out here, is essential for each of these word problems. You have to do that first. When you've proven that those angles are, or triangles are similar, then you can go over here and solve for the unknown side. So make sure that you do it in that way for all of those questions. So I'm just going to flip over to another screen and just talk to you about the second question that you had. So hang on one sec. Okay. So the second question you had was about the property of the areas of the triangles compared to the ratio of the sides. So if we have two triangles that are similar, let's draw one here and another one that looks just like it, only bigger here, then we know that the ratio to the sides, if these triangles are similar, we know the ratio of the sides will be the same. So let's say that that's 1 and that's 2 and this is 1.5 and that's 3. So we have a ratio of 2 to 1. The second triangle is twice as big as the first. So if the ratio is 2 to 1, then that means that the area ratio is going to be 2 squared to 1 squared, or 4 to 1. And the reason for that is that when we find area, we actually use the lengths of 2 of the sides of the triangle, because we need the altitude, or the perpendicular height of the triangle, as well as the base of the triangle, this side here. Now, if I'm multiplying 1.5 times h to get the area of the smaller one, then for the area of the bigger triangle, I'm going to be multiplying 3 times 2h, and that's going to give me 6h. And so 1.5h versus 6h, there's a factor of a 4 as a multiplier. 1.5 times 4 equals 6. The reason is that we've doubled this dimension, and we doubled this dimension in the new triangle. So if we double something twice, 2 times 2 is 4, we've actually done 2 squared times the area compared to the length of the sides just being 2 times as big. The area, each side is 2 times as big, and 2 times 2 is 4. So I hope that that helps explain a little bit the area property. It's a little confusing, but it has to do with the fact that we have 2 dimensions that are both increased by that same factor, and so we have to take that factor times itself when we're looking at the area. Please let me know whenever you have questions. It's easy for me to make a little video like this and answer your questions quickly so you can keep going in the course. Okay, thanks.